I welcome Team CRMIT for working hard on HealthCARE360 project and got ready for the successful launch today after several trial runs to make it patient-friendly and doctor-friendly platform. I am very happy to be part of it. Finally, the original thought of Vinod, CEO CRMIT, is happening in the form of HealthCARE360, a digital hospital, which he always used to say.
In the early days of internet penetration in Indian environment, we saw the Indian traveler was struggling to book tickets online. So we are able to provide a better travel experience by launching Indian Railway train ticket booking application called IRCTC. Later on, it became the largest e-commerce site in Asia Pacific region, solving travelers, especially the train travelers, pain points, and later on it got extended as a travel portal for India. Post-COVID, we have realized we need to reduce the gap between the doctor and a patient conversations. How can we bring a personalized doctor-patient conversation in a seamless, collaborative way using the most secured platforms available across the world. HealthCARE360 addresses the pain point of a personalized conversation between a doctor and a patient in a secured manner, and the solution is affordable, secure, and scalable to meet today's post-COVID challenges. I wanted to thank everyone involved in this launching this application, and I wanted to see our healthcare community utilizing the platform to provide a better care to the patients across the India. Thank you.
We are fortunate, and I am very happy to introduce our chief guest, Mr. V Prasad, MD and co-chairman of Dr. Reddy Laboratories, who had kindly accepted our humble invitation to launch our HealthCARE360 project. He is a pioneer in the pharma industry in India. I request Mr. V Prasad to say a few words on this occasion and to inaugurate HealthCARE360.
Firstly, thank you very much for making me part of this very interesting event. I'm honored to be here. So let me formally declare this platform open. I wish you all the best, and I wish you that you serve patients in this difficult time and address their needs in a better way. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
We also invite you to have a quick walkthrough of this experience platform and share your views thereafter. Please join me in walkthrough with Saurabh Gupta and Mr. Vinod Aditya. Saurabh, back to you.
Thank you, Vinod. Thank you, Mr. Prasad, for being there. Let me just quickly start off by sharing my screen first. Yeah. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm just kind of going into Dr. Vishnu's clinic on Facebook. So this is what we've set up in the last week or so. As you can see, this is a business listing of Dr. Vishnu's clinic on the Facebook platform. And essentially, from a patient's perspective, the experience starts by using this send message button. Right? So as a patient, I come in and start off conversing using the Facebook Messenger button, and start off by exploring the bot and the process of booking an appointment. Right? So it's quite straightforward. As a patient, I just go ahead and kind of select who I am booking this appointment for. Select Dr. Vishnu as a doctor. Now in this clinic, if there are additional doctors getting added, then those would have also surfaced here. Obviously, this is just Dr. Vishnu's clinic at the moment. I select which day I want the appointment as a patient. I select the slot when Dr. Vishnu is going to be available. So Dr. Vishnu is available today in the evening session. I'm presented with finer slots, goes all the way down to 15 minutes. So as a patient, I would want to pick up the 6 to 6:15 appointment. I don't have a discount coupon, to that. The system also allows you to generate some discount coupons in the backend for patients if you're running a discount campaign or something of that sort, which then the patient could have used at that day. I'm asked to kind of click and pay. Now, this is the flow of a patient who's already registered. So obviously you don't have the authentication, but in case if I was a first-time patient, then I would have been asked to kind of authenticate myself through OTP using my phone number and my email ID. That process is obviously not what we are covering because I am a patient already identified. Let me go ahead and click this link to pay. I will go ahead and select UPI because that's quickly becoming the preferred option. I will just take a few seconds to play this on my mobile. Just give me a minute. Great. Let me switch back to my messenger, and within a minute or so, I will get a confirmation from Dr. Vishnu's clinic, the details of my appointment. This takes a little bit of time because in the back end, the process takes to pay you money if the payment has been kind. We'll give ourselves a 20 seconds. Perfect. I hope the resound is not there anymore. So I have my appointment details. At the same time, against this particular, I would have also got the appointment details in my mailbox. So as you can see, the patient experience is quite seamless. It just takes a few minutes beyond the actual payment process for you to go ahead and figure out what's the availability of Dr. Vishnu. Pick up a specific slot for you. Go ahead and make a payment, and then get everything on your Facebook Messenger. That's the channel, and you don't also need to kind of install any other apps. You're just kind of using Facebook Messenger as a channel for all your conversations with the doctor. You can go ahead and obviously do a few more things like provide your symptoms. And you also have an additional option to kind of upload any medical reports through and your platform. Timing, I'm just going to go ahead and let you know. With this, I will ask my colleague Vinod Aditya to pick up the doctor side. So now we will log in as Dr. Vishnu inside his practice management application. And then we will pick up, how we can actually use the application for the consultation. In this case, the telemedicine, the health side of things, how that can be handled in the platform. Vinod, over to you, Aditya.
Thanks, Saurabh.
Very nice.
So what we see here is the instance that when Dr. Vishnu logs in, this is the doctor console that allows Dr. Vishnu to go ahead and complete his appointments. You have normal navigation on the top, and you can see that Dr. Vishnu has 2 appointments for today, and it's one was with Saurabh and the other one is with Shailesh. Now you have options to see the other appointments you have for the entire week as well, so on and so forth. Now we'll actually go ahead with the appointments that we have for today. So we have 2 appointments. I'll go ahead and choose the appointment that Saurabh has just booked. I can see that the appointment is at 6 p.m. today, at 6 to 6:15 slot, and it's today evening. And I also see the other required information that's regarding the appointment. I see it's a confirmed appointment. I see that the symptoms that are informed by the patient is headache and sore throat. And I also see what are the other information on when the appointment was booked and the account related information. Now, before the appointment starts, as a doctor, if I actually would want to see, the patient's history or any of the other details of the patient, I can click on the patient record and go on to the patient detail page. Now, when I see the patient details, I can see the patient profile, which is the name of the patient, the age, the primary contact. I can also see if there are any earlier diagnoses over here. Similarly, I can see the appointments that are booked. So you have 1 appointment. You also see health records, what is the height, weight, and if there are any immunizations done, the blood pressure, and known allergies as well. And if there are any medical histories or any attachments that have been shared by the patient, it will actually come up on this screen as well. Now, I've also seen the patient's information, that required information in terms of his health record and the other symptoms. I can go back to the appointment record and actually start the consultation. Now, I see the consultation at 6 p.m. If I would want to do it earlier, I can go ahead and change the time to the current time. So it's about 1 p.m. and generate and send a link. So this would actually go ahead and on clicking of this would actually go ahead and generate a teleconsultation link, which will then be sent out to the patient's email address as well as the Facebook login. So the patient will actually get information on both his Facebook account as well as his email address. Now, using this, the link will be generated.
Yeah, Vinod, I just got the link as well because I'm the patient.
You got the link. Yeah, that's right. That's confirmed. Yes.
You want me to join
the
that?
doctor can actually use this. Yeah, that'll be great. Thanks, Saurabh. So as a doctor, I can just click on this GoToMeeting link and it'll open GoToMeeting. I'll just join using my web browser. And there is a password available for the teleconsultation. So it's actually secured. It's a secured teleconsultation between the doctor and the patient because it's password protected. Now I can use this password. This is 346. Yeah. So the teleconsultation would actually happen over the web browser. Rather use GoToMeeting link in order to do this. Now the next step, once the teleconsultation is completed, the doctor can go ahead and add his diagnosis. You can add in the diagnosis that it's common cold. And type of diagnosis, it could be a preliminary diagnosis or a confirmed diagnosis. And the date of diagnosis, then save it. And also the doctor can add the prescription line items. Yeah. I'm just going to choose one of the prescription line items here. And choose morning slot.
So our idea is, how do we get that, the touch between a doctor and a patient in a kind of a continuous manner while they're going through the care. I think that's the emphasis and importance of this solution. And also, I'm sure in today's world, there are multiple telemedicine platforms in the industry, and whereas this particular one, the differentiator is even a small clinic can come online and have their own private channel with the patient. I think that's the differentiator that we're trying to bring into this, the platform that we built on this world-class, infrastructure. That's a kind of a quick summary view of this healthcare platform. And just to give you a couple of minutes background about the team here, and when I started this organization back in 2005, and we were looking at the India's travel problem, Indian Railways. People used to book tickets, means you have to go into the queue and book the tickets and all that kind of thing. And at that time we made a difference. We worked with the Indian Railways Care Division to launch this online ticket booking application called IRCTC. That was done back in 2003 timeframes. And that became the largest e-commerce site that kind of really relieved a lot of pain from the frequent travelers. And in the last 10-12 years, we were kind of looking at outside, but suddenly the COVID brought us back into the Indian market. And can we make some difference in the today's context with the Indian, the patient and the doctor, which is, the need of the hour. And that's where we looked at this telemedicine platform, and we quickly put together something. Given that background, I just wanted to take your time and ask a few kind of, questions. I know you see these digital, solutions, digital patient experience platforms. I just wanted to get your thoughts on, how do you see these digital experience platforms? And back to you, sir.
So firstly, it was quite nice to go through your application. I find it quite intuitive and easy to use since it's on Facebook, and everybody has a Facebook account these days. So to that extent, I think it's great. In the broader context, digitalization is upon us. We do everything digitally these days, from buying groceries, ordering books, travel, taxi, everything. Almost there's nothing that is not online anymore. And I think healthcare has come to the party a little late, but it's great that it has come in. Especially at a time when the restrictions on interactions, face-to-face meetings, all these have come in. This will really accelerate the journey for the medical profession. And even without the tools, we've already been doing teleconsulting. Our own companies, pharmaceutical reps have always started detailing products through WhatsApp, various platforms. We have our own platform called Doc Connect. So the world is turned digital. The pandemic has accelerated this digitalization process and adoption process. So this is a very timely solution for doctors and patients. And hopefully it'll serve patients well, and it will help doctors serve the patients well. So it's fantastic to see this solution.
Thank you, sir. And I've been going through some of the available literature and the work that you have done, especially in terms of transforming a company from a $50 million to a $2 billion, and you literally brought this transformational leadership, if I have to use that word, into this life sciences, and you see this technology as one of the differentiator in your journey. I wanted to hear, how do you see these technology solutions contributing to the space? I know you highlighted a couple of points earlier.
Yeah. So firstly, I think this is a world that has changed dramatically in the last few years. The ability of the computation, networking, low-cost, ubiquitous connectivity across the world has driven the inevitable change that is upon us now. There are things machines can do much better than us, human beings. Human beings can do some things much better than machines. But human beings and machines together can do wonderful things. That's how I see the evolution of technology. Today, using algorithms, using pattern recognition, using computer vision, machine learning, all of this are powerful tools to give insights to everybody, to scientists, to doctors, and hence it is inevitable that we adopt to technology. It is like, when people had the horse carriage and the automobiles came in, the horse carriage could never compete with the automobile. Similarly, there are things that machines can do through algorithms, through machine learning, that humans can never match. But humans can use those tools to improve life for everybody. So in that sense, digitalization is a powerful tool. Data, analytics, machine learning, these are things which will drive evidence-based practice for doctors. Electronic medical records will make history of the patient very easily accessible. There'll be a continuity and all of that. Computer-driven diagnosis will really help doctors come to conclusions much better and in more accurate ways. And the doctor's time will be freed up to really help the patient in much better ways. And hence I feel, digitalization, computerization, and the new tools of machine learning and artificial intelligence are set to revolutionize healthcare. And all of us are, on this journey of digital transformation today. In fact, all aspects of Dr. Reddy's is being transformed today. We're using artificial intelligence in R&D, manufacturing, and also in the commercial area. So I think this is the era of artificial intelligence and digital. And if we as humans can use these tools effectively, it will be a huge impact on society. Thank you.
Absolutely, sir. I think we can see the amount of the technology coming into the healthcare space, especially this post-COVID scenario, and the kind of the drug discovery things, and also on the patient experience or a doctor productivity aspect of it. I see we are at a post-COVID world where the platforms like HealthCARE360 should change the way that we connect with the healthcare providers, and certainly life science companies like Dr. Reddy's is going to have an opportunity to track the collaboration between a drug manufacturer, a doctor, and a patient, and see how this whole activity between the various stakeholders happens. In that context, how do you see this HealthCARE360 platform, sir? I just wanted to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, so firstly, I think you're designing the platform to help doctors and patients do their work effectively, through remotely and effectively also. But there's also the fact that you're collecting a lot of data on prescriptions, on treatments, and all of these things, which will make a big difference to the practice. Of course, you have to be careful about patient doctor privacy, data privacy, but using the data after anonymizing it, it will be very valuable to advance practice, to advance diagnosis, prognosis, all of those. So I think you must pay some attention to what data you're collecting and how can that data be leveraged for the benefit of patients. And that could be another layer of value creation for the platform.
Absolutely, sir. In fact, in today's world, there are a lot of solutions available, and certainly, the reason we have chosen these world-class platforms, one is especially in the healthcare front, the data privacy, the conversation between a patient and a doctor, it's very secured, and we cannot afford to take this anywhere else, and that's where we have chosen these secured underlying platforms which are HIPAA compliant, which are always available, which are scalable and reliable. I think that's the whole strength of this the platform that we are putting together. And the key aspect that I would like to highlight is, like you mentioned in one of your interviews, Dr. Anjali Garu said $1 is equal to 1 rupee, and our objective is to bring this solution at an affordable price point to our Indian medical healthcare community. I think that's where we are working towards. How do we achieve this, affordable solution to the doctors and patients, and of course, collect the natural data. We request your blessings, and we really wanted to thank you for taking your precious time to come to this session and be part of it. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best. While you are also serving people through this, I also encourage you to serve the rural poor or the rural people who today don't have access. Platforms like this could help bridge the last mile to the patient who's in the rural areas, who's far away from healthcare infrastructure. So I wish you all the best, and I hope you can serve many patients through this platform. All the best.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Dinesh, back to you.
Thank you, Prasad sir, for gracing the occasion. Thank you very much. Indeed, a delight listening to you. Always a delight listening to you. Thank you so much, and I wish you all a blessed and safe Independence Day.
Thank you. Happy Independence Day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
The current unexpected pandemic of COVID-19 forced all of us to find a solution to consult doctors without the need of going to hospitals. As an ENT surgeon with over 25 years of experience, I found HealthCARE360 is an excellent platform to treat the patients and also to diagnose any serious illness early based on the patient's history, and we can also advise the necessary investigations. And for further clinical examination, today's healthcare consumers, they want to schedule their own appointments and to chat with the doctors on their smartphones and to schedule their own appointments securely, and HealthCARE360 is going to serve that purpose and maintains the patient's confidential information, and a platform with ease, convenient for both patients and for the doctors using it. HealthCARE360 is going to be a real boon for general practitioners and dermatologists, and also for the patients in case of any emergency who are living in remote areas is going to be very helpful. HealthCARE360 platform accomplishes this by adopting user-centered design for improved patient's experience. I would like to thank our chief guest, Mr. V Prasad, for making it convenient and for accepting our invitation to inaugurate HealthCARE360. I wanted to thank Team CRMIT for developing this innovative solution. I recommend the medical fraternity to leverage this platform to deliver an affordable, secure digital patient's experience.